The Boy Meets World class reunion. We have the stars together again, but first, let's take a look back at the show that had all of us saying, thank goodness it's Friday.
When this boy meets world.
Millions of Americans tuned into TGIF when the hit 90s sitcom Boy Meets World ran for 7 seasons.
You're the coolest guy in class. You've got to be invited.
Yeah, well, looks like I'm not.
Premiering back in 1993, the show followed Corey Matthews navigating life's ups and downs.
Hey, little bro, life's tough. Get a helmet.
All while guided by their teacher and mentor, Mr. Feeney. A generation grew up along with Corey, Sean, Topanga, and the gang as they graduated high school and headed to college.
Well, let's check it out.
We even watched them walk down the aisle. Talk about a walk down memory lane, and here they are reuniting live on GMA. Welcome Danielle Fishel, Ryder Strong, Trina McGee, Matthew Lawrence, and Will Friedle. You guys, I'm saying congratulations. Congratulations to us for having you guys here. We're so excited. Danielle, you were the mover and shaker behind that famous hair cutting scene. How did that come about?
Well, it came about because I had never cut my hair since I had been 3 years old, and I was sick of just having super long hair. So I really wanted to cut it, and I wanted to cut it during our hiatus. And Michael Jacobs said, no, please don't do that. Let me write an episode about it. And so he wrote the episode, and I got to cut my own hair.
Is there a boy band on your shirt? Is this all nostalgia?
Yeah, I'm wearing an NSYNC shirt.
Yes.
I'm wearing only 90s clothes. I'm wearing only 90s clothes this weekend. So today's NSYNC, tomorrow will be Dylan from 90210, and yesterday was a baby doll dress with Doc Martens. So.
You know, the baby doll dress with Doc Martens has come back.
Yep.
Because the 90s was cool. Let's all remember that. Ryder, can you take us behind the scenes of that amazing couch moment?
Oh, yeah. Well, there was this moment where we were trying to get through a scene, and Will was hiding in a couch. That was what his character was doing.
Yep.
And we actually could not finish the scene because we kept laughing so hard. And they ended up using the outtakes as the end of the episode. That was the tag of the episode. And the funniest part about this is that this was what every week was like on our set. This ended up being, the show, that episode. But really, this was the show every week for us.
Yeah.
Constantly making each other laugh.
We're looking at the clip as you're explaining it. I mean, you can see that chemistry coming through on the screen. And Trina, I wanted to ask you, because you were in your 20s when you were cast as a high schooler, bringing a little bit of your own personal experience to the role. What was that like?
It was really surreal playing a high schooler, college freshman, and I really would go home to 3 kids and pots and pans and dinner and breakfast, and then I'd come, it was actually really a nice getaway, It was a nice getaway. I just feel like I've watched them grow up, watched my kids grow up, and I love them.
You were watching right along with everybody else. So, Matthew, is there a Boy Meets World group chat, and do you all exchange gifs of yourselves? I know you guys get together all the time, but when you're texting, what's that like?
I'll tell you what it's like. I'll tell you what it's like. It's us saying, Matt, what are you doing? And Matt not responding.
It's constantly going, isn't Matt on this chain?
One of those two.
That's sort of proud.
You do have one of those group chats. I'm not going to say who's the person who doesn't respond on our group chats, but we have one of those as well. So, okay, it's not a true reunion.
There's always one.
There always is one. It is not a true reunion without Mr. Feeney, so we've got a surprise for you guys. Take a look.
I can't believe it's been almost 30 years since we first started Boy Meets World. I hope you're all doing well, and that you continue to believe in yourself, dream, try, do good. I still love you all. Class dismissed.
Oh my
Wow, Mr. Feeney, what do you think of that?
Well, thanks for making me cry. Hello, morning. Hello.
We see Bill a lot, so it's nice to have a chance to see him again, though. And he could come on, which is great. So we love him to death.
I wanted to ask you guys
literally crying.
something else here, because Ryder, we know that you have a podcast called Literary Disco, and Will, you're joining the podcast club this week. What's that about?
I am. I actually one dropped yesterday. Our first episode with Christy Carlson Romano, who was on Even Stevens, and she and I did a show together called Kim Possible back in the 90s. And we actually interview all of the best voiceover actors in the country. So you get to hear all the voices of all the cartoons you grew up with, all the new cartoons coming out, all the new YouTube sensations. It's a ton of fun.
That sounds so cool. And you guys, just having you all on with us, it is nostalgia that we didn't know we needed. This was so much fun. And Matthew Lawrence, Mrs. Doubtfire is one of the best movies ever made. So thank you guys for everything.
He was so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Boy Meets World is streaming on Disney Plus now, and the cast is at 90s Con in Hartford, Connecticut all weekend long. So much fun.
So much fun.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.